Have you ever noticed how water usually takes the easier path? The only time water pushes, crashes, or breaks through something is when its flow is being blocked. All the other times it takes the easy and smoothest path possible. But if someone's innocent soul needs help right away, it may not be so easy to just walk away and look to the other side. Jesus did take part for the innocent and those that could not speak up for themselves, and he got in trouble. Many looked upon him and thought, why does he care so much about unimportant things? Awareness is a key resource for awakening and increasing vibrations. Without awareness, these processes do not develop at all or are sluggish. In addition, given the fact that we are the creators of personal reality, which by default means that we are the creators of reality on planet Earth, then in this case, awareness decides absolutely everything. I embrace you now with the sweetest, most fragrant of pink roses. Inhale, breathe deeply the aroma of peace. You are the peace bringers in your world as it approaches yet more chaos and turmoil. You are the way showers of love, of peace, of new beginnings. Your vibrational codices are ripe and ready for sharing, which brings me tremendous joy and pride knowing how far you have come. The water will flow between trees and rocks. From mountains to flat lands, it will twist, turn and splash, but it won't stop flowing. This light form may change, sometimes into ice, rain or snow, but it keeps moving until it reaches the streams and the rivers, the lakes and the seas, and finally the oceans. The journey is not over, for even then it moves in waves. It feels itself alive, its existence, it expresses through the waves eternally. This is you, spirit of the cosmos. The only difference being is that you do not choose the easy, smooth path and flow with joy on your journey. It is easy to just follow the main flow of a community, and it is a lot harder to stand out, to dare to stand out and say, I think this could be done in a better way, but then you will surely get some dislikers. Some will agree with you, but you are now putting your head on the line for something you really care about, a heart matter. If it really resonates deeply within your heart, and then you also act upon it doing whatever necessary to open up for a peaceful dialogue, it is really great. This is what Jesus did. Jesus is passionate. Jesus sees not with his eyes. He values everything within his heart. The heart has an invisible scale with which you can weigh and feel what is right in the name of the good and merciful. Without consciousness we create, because creation in this case occurs uncontrollably. We launch into the world for materialization. It is unclear what and when, which often does not improve our lives and does not make us happy. Simply put, thanks to awareness we create reality as we want. But without awareness, creation happens chaotically, as it happens. In the process of creation, some people do not manage to get rid of destructive energies that drag them into low vibration situations. This drags a person towards the worst opportunities for development of his own realities. You should be proud of yourselves as well. There is no sin in pride, children. There is no sin, only lack of understanding of the love of God. God is love. There can be no other way, and as fractals, you are made of love. You are love as well. And yet in density, it is easy to lose sight of this fact that you are light embodied, but that is truly what you are. I see many of you have already done your healing, and yet there is more expansion into that healing that must take place. As scars heal, there is a stretching as the limb continues to move, and there will be further expansion of healing long after the injury was superficially healed. You choose to experience hardships. We speak of things outside of your contract, outside of the predestined experiences. The human, for some reason, likes a dramatic reality, from anger to desperation to sorrow. Without a doubt, all learn from these things, but they are not needed. One can move forward and evolve spiritually without the illusions of the 3D reality. Seek to change into your divine self. Choose to share instead of hoard. Choose forgiveness instead of revenge. You have this scale within your beloved heart. Use it, please. Ask your heart to solve this matter in a good way. What is the right way to go? And wait for the reply. Jesus will guide you. You then light up a very important light. When you ask for heavenly direction in an important matter, a matter that you can feel really deep in your heart, this is when you absolutely must ask for guidance. And you are awaited to ask for guidance, of course. In a non-loving and square society, many things seem to be cast in a rigid mold, but when you dare to take a step in the direction of the heart, you create a crack in the mold where the light can enter, the light of love. You are light workers, and you insert your own light combined with all the gathered light of love and etherical wisdom. Even though I have long lived under the loving guidance of my own divine aspect, sometimes I still fall out of balance and also get drawn into the whirlpool of passions. I notice one thing. One has only to allow low vibrations to take over a little, and then they begin to rapidly grow into a flow. Then this can develop into an avalanche or tsunami of stress and other low vibration manifestations. Sometimes it takes over so much that it becomes very difficult to get out of this web and bring yourself back into a balanced state. This is where awareness comes to the rescue. The sooner you manage to find wisdom, strength, and turn on awareness, the sooner you can stop the development of a tangle of problems and stress and regain the joy of being. There are internal worlds to wounds that one must face with keen alacrity and clear vision. Send the wounds love and they will transmute into light. There is much wounding on your world, and so you must look for the healed places and expand them. You must send your light energy to the crevices, the scars, the gashes. Send light and love there, and Gaia will most definitely feel it. It is important to do the grid work and the wound work. They are inextricably intertwined. You will eventually live in a realm where the grid lines are all humming nicely, but for now you must hum nicely within your own vibratory field to help mend the tears in the space fabric around Gaia and her grids. And in so doing, you are the living healed tissue that bridge the gap and induce the healing, just like a skin graft. I'm not saying you have to become a rebel exactly like Jesus. Oh no. But I am merely pointing out that it is in your blood too. It is in your blood to not be quiet when something is really wrong. All of you, all you beloved lightworkers, you are old galactic warriors of peace and love, and you have done this many times before. It is about your heritages of the universe. You are old souls. Just follow your heart and believe in your dreams. You are individual creators of love, and you use your light to enlighten the dark, the square and the non-loving parts of your own community. And yes, you might be seen as a troublemaker, but mostly you are a love maker. Never forget that, dear ones. The Spirit led me to an interesting method of managing my reality, which is called reality transurfing. We will introduce you to some exercises. I tried it on myself and the results are really incredible and impressive. Reality transurfing is a new model of perception of the world, a fundamentally different way of acting and thinking in such a way as to achieve what you want. This is a powerful technique that gives you the opportunity to do incredible things, in the opinion of the average person, namely, control your reality. Transurfing is based on the concept of duality of our world, that the world consists of two parts, the physical and metaphysical sides of reality. The physical world is understandable to everyone. We live in it, move, see it. The metaphysical world is our energy, feelings, thoughts. I see you, I love you, I am you. I am the mother embodied, as are you, or the father embodied, as are you. There is much learning to yet unpack for the others. You may not understand your learned lessons yet, and yet that is all right. You do not need to understand every word in the story in order to be a part of it. You are a part of this story, the beautiful grand story, and the pieces are falling into place, into line. All things good are coming. Creator has decreed it, and so it shall be. I see you with my eyes of love, of peace, of understanding. The world as you know it is about to be changed forever, and there will be no going back to your old selves, and this is how it should be. This is why you are here, to see the change, to bring the change, to manifest the change, and to embody the change. Ascension of an entire world while within the body has never been done before. There are many bodies who will not be strong enough, and there are many who will feel their spirits have been broken. But that is perhaps because of missed opportunities for their own learning. We see what we are ready to see. For those who are not ready, they will have some catching up to do. In this way, it is a blessing for those of you who have decided long before this incarnation to awaken earlier. Yes, it has had its drawbacks too, as you feel in the world and not of it. Yet you have had your dark nights, weeks, months of the soul, have you not? And you are stronger now, ready for when the winds will blow the hardest. There is much that will be revealed, and we know that you are weary of hearing such things, but you can see this is indeed happening now, can you not? Otherworldly involvement in your world is coming to light, and there will be much more to come. This is a very large and voluminous topic. Let's touch on transurfing just a little bit. There is one method that helps pull yourself out of the low energy band. This method can be explained by the phrase, live life to the fullest. That is, this is a saturated, bright awareness here and now. This is a total immersion into a process, event, situation, etc. Of course, this is immersion in a pleasant, or at least neutral situation. There is no point in completely immersing yourself in a stressful situation, because on the contrary, we want to get rid of stress.